Knock, knock. Hello, I am Dr. Berger. Nice to meet you. I see this is Ellie Holm. She's 14. Her birthday is 3/26/2010, and she's female. So, Mom, tell me what's going on today.
She has just been acting different.
Okay, different how?
She's been saying she sees things that aren't there. She hasn't been sleeping well.
Okay,
She hasn't really been keeping up on her personal hygiene.
okay. All right.
She's kind of been even talking to people that aren't there.
Okay. So, based on her symptoms, it sounds like she might have some schizophrenia going on. I'm going to diagnose her with schizophrenia, and I'm going to recommend a prescription. I'll tell you all about it. The drug name is Zyprexa, otherwise known as olanzapine.
Okay.
So, some things that you need to know. Or actually, when did her symptoms start?
Oh, I mean, I feel like a couple months ago is when I started really noticing it for the first time, but it's just gotten really bad within the last couple weeks.
Okay, so a couple weeks. Yeah, I think she definitely has some schizophrenia going on.
That does run in the family.
Oh, okay. Definitely schizophrenia then. So, okay. So Zyprexa is the drug I'm going to recommend. It's an antipsychotic. It's used for bipolar and schizophrenia patients. I think it would be a good fit for her.
Can you tell me about the side effects, things I should look out for or be worried about?
Yes.
She's so young and it kind of makes me nervous.
So some side effects of Zyprexa, I'll have to just log into my computer real quick. Drowsiness, dizziness, she can have problems with speech or memory, dry mouth, increased salivation, stomach pain and constipation. She could have pain in her arms and legs. Weight gain is especially common in teenagers. An increased appetite, headache, and yellowing of skin or eyes, which would be a symptom of jaundice, which you should come back in for. Make sure you come back in and tell me if she develops a high fever, any muscle stiffness, as this might be a sign of neuroleptic malignant syndrome. I know that's serious and rare, it can be treated. And she develops any unusual, uncontrolled movements, especially of her face and her lips, mouth, tongue, and arms. This might be a sign of tardive dyskinesia, and that may or may not be reversible at that point.
And you think this will be a good fit for her?
I do think this would be a good fit for her, especially because of the signs and symptoms that she's showing. I do, however, have to give you a couple warnings with this. You do not take this drug while you're pregnant or become pregnant, which she's 14, so hopefully we wouldn't have to worry about that.
What about her period?
This drug may cause her to have some missed periods, so that's something that we would want to watch for.
Okay.
We want to watch for some overdose symptoms. If she has blood sugar, if she's diabetic at all, that's something that I should know right now, because this could make her hyperglycemic, make her blood sugar go high, or her triglycerides or cholesterol levels as well. She should avoid heat and dehydration because this medication affects her body's ability to sweat. It also may cause orthostatic hypotension, so if she stands up, she might be really dizzy right away, so just make sure she's moving positions very slowly. This medication should be taken at the same time every day and stored in a dark, dry place away from light.
What time is she supposed to take the medication? In the morning or at night?
Typically, we give this medication in the evening at bedtime because because one of the side effects that's most common is drowsiness. So we want to make sure that she's not falling asleep while at school and stuff.
Well, hopefully she'll start sleeping at night.
Yeah, that would be great, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So it takes effect. It's not the most progressive moving medication, so you might see effects after 1 week, but most on average see effects within 4 to 6 weeks.
Okay. Is she still going to be able to play her sports that she plays?
Yes, I would say right now during her episodes that she's having right now, I would probably have her
steer away until we get it under control.
Until we get it under control, just because we don't want her, dodging balls that are not there and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
All right.
We'll see how she reacts to the medication before we make any plans.
Yes. Is there any other questions you have for me? I'm just going over her chart here.
Should she start taking this right away today or tonight at bedtime?
I think she can start taking it tonight at bedtime
Okay.
if you feel comfortable with that. I know that this medication is not approved for alcohol, but she's 14, so we wouldn't have to worry about that. That's another thing I needed to tell you.
Is she gonna have to take this medication for the rest of her life?
She just... No, she does not have to, because long-term use, you can develop tardive dyskinesia, which we don't want. So it's kind of more of something that we would use to get through this little obstacle until we can figure out something for long-term use.
Okay. Well, that's what we'll do then.
Okay, sounds good. Do you have any other questions for me?
Do you want me to follow up with you?
Yes, I want to follow up in, let's say 2 weeks, just to
Okay.
see if anything has changed or if there's any benefits or any adverse reactions we're witnessing, so. Okay.
Okay.
Ellie, do you have any questions for me?
No.
Okay. Okay, sounds good. Well, I will get out of your guys' hair then.
Thank you.
Thanks.